Banji is a tank locomotive who, like most other tank locomotives on the Koto Railway, does a lot of work all around, no matter the weather. He doesn't talk to many other locomotives that often, but he does get along with most of them. That is, most except Haru. A while back, Haru had snapped at him for losing his coaches even though he hadn't. Haru did apologize, but to Banji it felt very half-hearted. Today, Banji was to work at the dockside for a while.
本当にいいの?
He asked his driver. Yeah, of course, his driver said. Besides, we don't work around the docks that often. It'll be a bit of a change of pace, you know.
わかった,
Banji said. The dockside, as per usual, was very busy. Most of the other shunters who usually worked in the yard were either being maintained or were out working at other locations. There was one shunting locomotive left, though. Takato.
また機関車?
He asked his crew.
なぜ?
You'll help get work done faster, his fireman replied. It's not like you can manage all of the work here anyway. Takato stirred.
わかります. やっほー,
A certain locomotive said as he puffed into the yard.
あなたは誰? 僕はタカト。君は誰? 僕の名前はバンジ。なあ、バンジ。
Takato said.
僕が休んでいる間は、静かに仕事をした方がいいよ。
Banji didn't take much notice of what Takato had said. He knew that his expected job was to shunt around the yard, so it would be impossible to stay quiet.
そうだ,
he said anyway. The next morning, Takato was happily resting in his shed. He was dreaming about the days where he worked at a different busy harbor. Then, he was woken up by a sharp jolt.
おい、うるさい.
He said.
君が僕を起こした。できない。
Banji replied.
プレッシャーの中で作業中だ。春が間もなく金剛列車を牽引して出発する。
Takato stopped for a second. Then he spoke again.
春なら、待たせておけばいいさ。ゆっくりやればいいよ。
This caught Banji by surprise. Takato went on.
春が来ると、いつも、もっと頑張れって言うんだ。もう十分頑張ってるのに、待たせておけ。
And so, Banji did. Soon, Haru pulled into the station.
バンジ、僕の金剛列車はどこ?
He asked.
まだ作業中、ちょっと待って。
It was a long, long wait until Banji had finally finished shunting. Haru left the station very cross that day.
遅れちゃう、遅れちゃう。
He grumbled to himself. Really, he would not be late at all. But he didn't know that. Takato and Banji only laughed. Over the next few weeks, Banji and Takato began to work very well together. They would, very confidently, put coaches and trucks into the trains that they belonged in. When it was time for Banji to leave, Takato was a bit sad.
さようなら.
He said.
またすぐに来てくださいね。また戻ってくるから。
Banji said.
信じて。
Now, when Takato was having a bit of trouble with work, a locomotive may say,
きっと、バンジがここにいて助けてくれたらいいのに、と思っているでしょう。
うるさい。
is all Takato will say before getting back to work. But really, I think we can all remain quite sure that he does still think about him quite often.